Can you hear me now? Hey, can you hear me now? Hello? Are you able to hear me now? Hmm. I don't know if you can hear. Oh, okay, nice, nice, nice. So let's start chaining now. Starting off with a two chain because my troops can't handle the three chains yet. So let me show you my crystal tech now. Meanwhile, okay, let's do that. Only QSH and Shajar can actually do even five barbs or six barbs at a time because Shajar has massive heal and that is really great. I'll show you that as well. Archers, so you can see I have her at 5110 and it's not even that great. And here you have again mighty healing factor up to 5000. That's insane, but it's only if you have 60% units remaining, and it's 2000. So yeah, 2000 healing factor and 2800 damage factor. That's insane. No other commander I believe has that much healing. So about the crystal technology, I made a mistake as I do every single KVK. So what I did was I should not have leveled this up to level 14 that quickly. I thought I had enough crystals, but turns out I didn't. And now I'm stuck here trying to get to trying to get my barbarian bounties up to level 6 or 7. And it's been really, really crazily, I'd say, hard to do that because I spent most of my crystals on this particular crystal research center upgrades, and I don't have enough crystals. And I realized it really late, and there was nothing I could do about it now. And my marches are really slow at killing as well, as you can see. I don't know why that is, but I need the barbarian damage up real quickly. Just chaining and gaining the crystals. And I've gained a lot of speeds as well, I must say, from training. I entered Lost Kingdom when I had roughly 3 days of trainings. So I gained 15 days in 2 days. And I bet 7 or 8 days of healing plus universal. So that's great. Obviously, you get season coins. And I think I'm gonna buy the gold heads now. Let's do that. Let me buy one so that it feels like I'm at VIP 14. I'll buy one for the next 7 days so that I get one gold head every day for 7 days. There you go. I'm running low on AP for real. It's low. Still fighting. See, that's what I'm talking about. My QSH went on to the second one, and my Richard is still on the first one. That's slow. But it works, so better than having two marches. Reaching 14k, I'm gonna be trying to push to top 20 by the time this stream ends. It's not that hard, just 2k on it. Might take probably 1 hour 30 minutes or 2 hours, but yeah, it's gonna be fun. Let me see something real quickly. Okay. By the way, I'll show you my luck is insane, by the way. And I say this because If you see my Bastion quest, I reloaded it like 5 times and still I ended up getting this. And I had to do this by spending 200 gems, and then I spent it, and then I got this again for tomorrow as well. So I have four of these now. So I'll do this as soon as reset hits, and all of these as well. Maybe I'll make a video about this, me training troops, and then do it in them. But yeah, my luck is insane. So four of these would be 180k crystals, so I can push my tech a lot more. Why is it lagging? It's lagging like crazy. So three chain right there. Let me find one more right there. And that is three chain as well. You can't actually do more than three chains anymore. It's become harder to do so unless until you find a group of barbs really close, like five or six. Because the barbarians distance they travel now, you can't drag them further, and that's changed a lot now. And if I drag this from here to there, it's probably 99.9% gonna just walk back because that's they changed it a lot and it's really become harder to chain now. Of course, unless until you find a group of barbarians, you can't do it anymore. So, and you can only find them in wait, this is already dying? How come? Oh my god, this is not staying alive. So you can only find the three groups or four groups or five groups in these IC parts. So I'd say all the top corner parts like here or here or here. And of course near the passes, but they take more time to spawn again near the passes, but less time to spawn near the ICE parts. So if you want to chain, just go to probably left or right of the map whole end, and I was actually at the top, but they were not spawning really quickly enough, so I random TP down. Yeah, I don't know why this March just keeps dying. It's Nebisky, he's meant to be tanky March. Come on, Nebisky, you have to heal more. And by the way, if you didn't know, CY could be actually played with any of the commanders, like really any of the commanders. And he would do really great if you have a Max Alex because it's he has shield, so that would be great. And if you have Charles Martel as well, 5511 Charles Martel would do great with CY because he has healing from his talents right here. That's 300 slight healing, and obviously he has shield 1200 I believe for 4 seconds, so that should be plenty enough for you to not take any damage and then self heal as well. And let's upgrade the tech now. Let's deal more damage to the barbarians. Nice. I'm gonna wait for the helps. Let me try play some songs in the background. No. Okay, help set in. Done. It's at 5 and I need 114k crystals now. Okay. That should be probably easy to do so, I guess. I need to keep recalling this. That's so frustrating. But once I train the 80k 85 cow, it'll be a lot easier. Grinding is hard, but it's worth it. What's the lowest in the top 100? Keeps lagging again. Oh my god. It's 5k. So I'll look at it every single time so that there's no one pushing massively, everyone like pushing a lot. Because when I do look at it, it gives me an idea of how much I should push daily so that I could stay in the top, somewhat in the top 100. There's no chance that I go down below top 100 if I quit now for like probably till tomorrow this time, because that's how I predict and that's how I decide how much to push on it in this way. Where's the three? There you go. See, you can see a lot of people are chaining here because they know the same thing that I know. Barbarians spawn a lot more here than any other place. Okay, 202. It's not healing properly. I need to call that back. Come on, guys, tug something. Okay, let's attack that one and then drag it up there. I hope it doesn't break. Nice. And these marches are so, I'd say, fragile that if I by mistakenly hit this march, or if sorry, this barbarian troop comes near and it attacks me, I'm done. This would actually go down really bad in health, and then I would have to recall it again. That's bad. I'm really excited for the new events that are gonna show up tomorrow. I wish there's a 7k gem event, but I don't think there would be one. Let's check that out as well. System are okay. A series of events will become available starting January 23rd, 2026. The specific event details are as follows: Weathered Insight, device strategies in peace and on the blade in battle, collect partial fragments to exchange for victor tactics. Weathered Brilliance, wow, skilled stratagems, any and all strategies can be found within. Consume victor tactics to obtain the Commander Prime Sun Tzu and other generous rewards. So I think we could unlock him for free. There are a lot of events, and I believe MTG and the reset and the wheel and the egg are a part of the events this month as well. So it's an all-in-one basically. It's gonna be crazy, and I am doing great in VIP by the way. So if I just need to spend 38k gems on my commander reset, because that's how many heads I'm gonna get back, I believe, or 36.7k, because I'm gonna be resetting my zone, and I'm gonna be getting 367 heads. So that's gonna be 36,700 gems. So if I pay that much for the reset, I'd be left around with probably 20k gems, and then that goes straight into VIP as soon as there is one more MTG, obviously. Three chain again. I'm really excited for the ruins. It's not going to be fighting that, but just so I can actually grind a bit less, even though everyone's gonna go there. But yeah, some people are gonna miss it for sure, and that gets me an advantage in the honor rankings. I can't be chaining like this every single day. Maybe for like next 10 days, maybe yeah, but after that, not because of the fact that I'd be tired, but the fact that I won't have any AP. If you look at my AP now, it's so low. It's like probably at 40k or so. Not even 40k. Yeah, 40k, 40k and 800 AP. That's low. It if I if I use 4k AP, I'd get like 2k honor a day. That's gonna be so low. I already spent roughly 30k AP, 30k plus AP so far in these 2 days, and that's insane. But the trade that like the AP to honor points trade is pretty good. It's I believe 1:2. So for every 2 AP I spend, I'm getting one honor point. I thought the past five opening, the past four opening would be on the 25th because that's what I got in the picture from one of the R4, but I was wrong and they were as well. It's on the 29th, and I actually don't know what time it is. I believe 15 UTC, or I have to check again. And I don't know if I'll be there at 15 UTC because my school ends at 15:10 UTC. And obviously, I have to walk back home. It takes some time. I'll be probably, if it's at 15 UTC, I'll be at 15:30 UTC or so. Okay, 16:30 UTC. Nice. Then it's going to be fun. I'll be probably on for a long, long, long time. I I want to hit KP so that I don't feel like a deadweight myself anymore. Because I see people as deadweight when they don't have their power, like their KP. If you check my KP, it's at 480 mil or close to that, and I need to be at 560 or 570 mil right now. Like that's how I see it. Power times 10 minimum KP. If not, I consider them as a deadweight, and myself as well. I consider myself as a deadweight as well. That's why I'm really itchy as well to get a lot of KP in my first fight. So that's gonna be good. At least 600 mil KP. I should be reaching that because I'm gonna be pushing some power. And I say that because I'm gonna be training a lot of T5, upgrading them, I'd say. So I can train 52k right now, and that's 300k power. That's insane amounts of power right there. By the way, look at the insane amount of gems I got. I got roughly 4k gems just from chaining. Just from chaining. That's insane. That too in 2 days, guys. And I there you go, one more 100 gems. So it's insane amount of gems that you could get. And I need to do balls as well someday. And if you might be wondering, you can't do balls anymore if you're in Lost Kingdom. You actually can because it costs roughly 500. Yeah, it costs 500 gems for one random teleport. But if you go back home and do all of the balls for one time, I'd say you'd get more than 500 gems. So it's a profit, but it takes your time. But and then you won't be in the Lost Kingdom map, so you can't farm on it and many other stuff. You can't even get the rewards from the forts, I bet, if you're in the home kingdom. I can't seem to spot any barbarians that are in sort of long lens of 12 or 15. Previously, it used to be so easy to find them. And these icy paths, they would have at least like five or six of them, and long chains like 18 or 19. But I can't even seem to spot at least one with 10 or so. All my chains, I can show you them to you. So these are the ones that we started now. But if I go back, so these are the ones that I recalled 3, 2, 3, 2. And sometimes if I get lucky, I find 5. And very rarely that I find 6 or more. But even when I do, the barbarian goes back again because it doesn't want to travel that far. So yeah, you can see mostly 3. I don't know what happened there, but I can't even remember it anymore. But yeah, you get the point. You can't seem to find any more longer chains. So 5, I got lucky there. Yeah, these are over like 2 days old reports because I use the same troops from 21st to 22nd. So yeah, they last. I used two 50% expansion boosts and I'm out of them. That's insane. And I actually wanted to buy one for 4K gems so that I would have actually one maybe when I'm fighting or when I'm chaining again once I get my crystal tech up. But I realized it's 5K gems. I don't want to spend 5K gems on that. And now I believe I can chain with 260K troops, obviously due to my tech. So I'll be using a lot of 25% expansions. I'll be popping one a day at the specific time and be doing live again and again for a couple of days. So I need to buy a lot of them. I only own a few of them, I believe. Actually, a couple of them, just 2 or 3. Yeah, I own two of them. So I need to buy a few. Speeds, I'll take them any day. Let me get my Nevsky out again. What if I use Author? I never tried it. Or maybe wait a second. Actually, I'll use Double Healing Commander. Mina, this guy actually does have healing. Spot on. And when you're actually chaining, you don't want the cap stats or the archer stats or the inf stats. You want barbarian damage or barbarian damage reduction stats because you're fighting barbarians. You're not fighting an army or a troops or so. Lohar would be great, but I don't have a second comp that does have AoE and shield other than Hera. Swap that with Mina, Moto. Nice. Let's see how that works out. It could just sustain because I did use it once, but that was later on in the KVK. Three chain. There you go. I wish my troops can just teleport there every single time. Saves the march speed, march time, I mean. Crystals take up a lot of time to sort of mine them now. I don't have the season supply, so that's bad. But I think I'm getting decent amount because Bastion boost is at 9%. And tomorrow I'm pretty sure I could get it up to at least 15 to 20%. And the fact that there are only 4 bastions overall in our zone and pretty much in every other zone as well. I think there are 2 here and 4 here and 2 and 4. So yeah, every zone 4 has 4 bastion quests, 4 bastions only. So that's low. That's actually low. If there were more, it would be more easy to obtain crystals and bastion boost as well. One more 100 gems. Nice. Using up AP like it's nothing, but someday I'll need it. I hope I just don't quit training like I did it in last KVK. And what happened last KVK was one one of my alliance mate was pushing Honor as well. And I told him, if you're gonna be pushing, just tell me, I'd drop back. And he said, no, I'm not pushing. And so I spent like 40k AP in 3 days, and then he kept pushing, and I'm like, "What are you doing? You said you wouldn't push, right?" And he told me, "Yeah, I'm pushing now for the crystals. I need them." And then I had to back off, and then the next day he quit. By that time, I was like back in hundreds or probably 200 or so, and I couldn't get back up. So there was nothing I could do, so I had to quit training back then. But yeah, I hope that doesn't happen again. King, no, Knight of Hell, I believe, no, King of Hell, KOH, pushed like 6k honor in the first few hours, and I believe he's still there. There you go, he's at 8k or 9k now, and he pushed 6 point, actually 600, 6,666 honor in for like few hours time. And I'm like, yeah, I think he's doing the same as what my friend did back then, because every single one you see here, 50k. Why do you think they would push it so much? Just for the, I believe, just for the crystals, or to kind of build a gap in between them. If I want to go for the first place, I wouldn't even think about it, because that's too much, and he would see me coming. He would just push more. So I don't want to do that. I want to just go for top 20 at this point. Top one was the goal, but not anymore, because they pushed insane amounts, and that's what they want as well. They want me to think I can't get there, and that is true, because that's 35k difference. And if I try to push now, he'd go on and push more, rather than me wasting my AP and him wasting his. We'd just be in top 20 or so. Let's see, in Alliance third. Alliance rankings does matter, and I think the King's chess would be based upon that, or based upon fighting. So I hope it's based upon honor, and when we have fighting, obviously on fighting. But yeah, I hate the fact that you're so silent in the chat, to be honest. Did it survive? Oh, it actually did. Didn't expect that. Mina. Oh, it only lost a couple of hundred troops. Heal 23k, heal 38k. Nice, that's nice. Let's try 23 now. Because I pretty much did 22, I believe. No, 42, I think. Yeah, 41 and 42. They're easy to do so. Low honor points. Honor is not an optional in KVK. It directly affects kingdom progress. End of KVK rewards. Crystal technology. Crystal technology equals war technology. If you want to better perform in fights, we want to see everyone above 15,000 honor before Zone 5 opens. And that is 7 days from now. Wait, new mail again? No, that's the Bobs. Killing barbarians joining forts using AP efficiently. Nice. Barbarian forts is a waste of AP, I believe. Unless until you don't have time and you're away, you should not do barbarian forts in violent KK. Ah, look for a 3. 3. I don't know why I keep getting 2 chains, even though I'm trying to find 3. See, that's 200 minutes right there. 220, close to 4 hours by spending 70 AP and 100 gems and crystals and obviously resources as well. It couldn't get better. That's why training in KVK is actually worth it. 2k AP. It is doing well, decently well. So now I'm gonna be using Mina and CY. Let's see if there are any better comps than that. I use Mina because he has healing, first of all. After he's killed the troop, I believe. Whenever this troop commander's troops defeats Barbarian or another governor's troops, it recovers slight portion of wounded, healing factor 500. It's decent after defeating the troop. So like Ho basically, but in talents. And he has a single target attack and barbarian damage 50%. So that's great. But I think Loar would be better, but he's just for the healing. He doesn't have a lot of damage. It's 450 and then a lot of healing though after his skill exits a combat as well. So there's the trick. He can never die if you're actually using him for chaining. Just hit a bob, come back, get into a node, hit again, and then same thing repeat. So yeah, you can do that, but it's not actually that of a worth it commander to use. What else do we have? We have Joan of Arc. You can use her, but a risky thing to do as well. Wouldn't sustain more, a lot more. But if you're going to use her as primary and then maybe Hera Max as secondary, it would do good because it does have 450 heal. And same goes for Boudica as well. It would actually sustain if you put good gear on it, like the Barbarian damage gear, plus Hera Max or Hera 5511, it would do decent. And I am actually working on my fourth march for chaining. I don't know what the second commander should be at, but the primary is definitely going to be Zenobia, and 5111 would do great. I do need to level it up to 50 as well, minimum. Obviously, there's no healing and talents. A bit sad about that, but I mean, 1400 heal is great. And I need a commander, secondary commander, who has pretty much shield and does damage as well, plus AoE, full circle AoE. So that's gonna be hard to find because my Richard is was actually 4211. I reset him. I used my last reset on him and made him 5111. Now he has 1400 healing factor, but he needs Hera as a secondary for the AoE and shield. And this guy, I don't have this guy again for the infantry, so it's gonna be hard. Okay, it's doing pretty well. Are you gonna be swapping your commanders tomorrow, or are you gonna be waiting for the MTG? Because I personally, I don't know what I want to do because there's the fighting, and I want to hit a certain amount of KP, and I don't know if I can hit it with just my QSH and YSG March. But if two marches, it would make it a lot of much more easier to be honest. How much honor am I at now? Started off at 14k, I believe. Going slow. See, that's what I mean. I dragged it a bit and it actually went back, and now there's no way I could get it. But if I attack it again, I'll show you, it's free of cost. So 0 AP right there. So I could just change these two and then go back to that one and then attack it again and maybe drag this up here. So I'm doing 4 Barbarian troops for the cost of 70 AP. So you're not doing actually attacking one more Bob for the cost of 70 AP. You're doing same Bob for the 0 AP pretty much. And that's what I like. But if you actually look at the report, it's going to be showing you as you're going to a new barber. You're attacking a new barbarian, but you're not really. It's free of AP. People, I personally did this in KVK2. So what I would do is in KVK2 and 1, pretty much how it was like designed, you had longer chains, easily minimum 7 or 8 chains, and so there would be one barbarian here, and then 7 more that goes on. So you hit this, and then there, and then there, and then you hop on basically. But there would be 7 this way as well. So what everyone and including me, what we did was attack this, drag it up to third, so we lose this barbarian specifically. But if I was to attack it again after killing all these barbarians, it would cost me 0 AP. So then I'd attack it again, drag it all the way here again, but it has a specific time limit because these bobs disappear at a certain point of time. So you need to make sure that they don't disappear by the time you come back again. And then you could repeat this process till they disappear, which is crazy. So you're basically spending 70 AP, and how many bobs you're doing depends on the amount of bobs that are spawning next to it and the time when they're spawning as well. Because if I attack this and do these two and then they spawn again in 10 minutes, I can do them again. So that's the tactic. But it's really, I'd say, time consuming to do so because you need to wait a lot of time. But if you have multiple marches, feel free to do that. Okay, then again. Wait, was that a one true one bob? That's bad. Why does this keep lagging so much? 333 there. I think that was a um okay, two. Not bad. By the way, let's open some gold keys and crystal keys as well. I have a lot of them. Or maybe Marauder riches. Actually, let's open these up. 5 at a time. Let's see if I can get any luck at all. I hope to get at least maybe I might be too greedy. Maybe 2 or 3 days speed ups. Maybe. I mean I did get lucky and did get 1 3 day speed up from the event, one of the event. And so let's see if that luck continues and if the gamer's luck is even real or not. So let's open the 5. Nope, not in the first one at least. I don't want it to lag now. 25 credits, I'd take it. I need that for the army expansion. 200 gems, 6 hours of speeds. Not bad, but not really worth it either. 5 more. Let's see, maybe 1 day, 3 day speed up. Not to be greedy. 8 hours, 16, 14 hours, 300 gems. No, 600 gems, 30k creds. That was better. That is better. But no, still 3 day speed up. Last and final one. Let's see if I can get a 3 day speed up. Yes! Oh my god, look at that. 3 day speed up, guys. That's insane luck. That's what I'm talking about now. It couldn't get better. It couldn't get better. That's crazy. That is crazy. So now I have 5k plus gems. 5.5k plus gems. Obviously gained 1 3 day speed up. That's insane. I think I will try to hit 300 days of speeds between healing and unis by the time we get to the first fight. That's so much. I can't get more lucky. Insane. I wanna actually make a video about the training guide, but I have a lot of other important things that I want to make videos about. Specifically, the some of stratagems, obviously. I wanna show every single stratagem and every single like description of it, what it basically does, and what you wanna use when you're a free to play low spender, farmer, garrison, and etc. or a rally leader and many things like that. But I can't do it in one video. And obviously, training guide is really important in 2026 because of the new commanders that have been released into the game. Like I can show you a few. The first one being Archleys. He's insane. He has AoE, that to full circle. I think he's the first cavalry commander to have so. And so we have this. He could be paid up with CC because of he does have heal as well, but it's a 10% chance, so you might not just want to take the risk. But with Huo, he would take that. But again, Huo is meant to go with Hera because of the heal. Obviously, it doesn't need the shield as well. But yeah, there are few commanders that are pretty much just great to use in training. And I'd say if you want to have a training march, leadership, or archers, pick a choice. Because if I go to archers, there's AoE, he has AoE, he has AoE and healing, he has AoE, healing, massive healing. Again, just it has AoE, and then who else? Bodica Prime has healing as well. 800 if you have a match. It's insane. So archers have a lot of healing and AoE commanders. Now if I go back to leadership commanders, just leadership. So we have Hera with shield and AoE. That's crazy. I think he does have healing as well. Let me check. So yeah, he does have healing if he's primary commander. 300 slightly healing. That's going to be great. You can actually pair him up as primary against with Charles Martel as secondary, or Charles Martel as primary and him as secondary. Depends on the basically the skills that you have it, the level of skills that you have it. 5511 would be great. And then we have Machias as well. Obviously, circular AoE, a lot of damage, 2400, and damage reduction 10%. Philip, not really. And then we have Lapu Lapu again, full circle AoE, and there is Fedora as well, full circle AoE again. Like insane how many full circle AoE they have. And then he not a lot, but 500. Hey, if it's a low heal commander, just pair them up with any shield commander that you can probably think of. And with that too, you need AoE basically. So yeah, two chain. I don't wanna actually let me see how much on it. At least 14.5, right? 14.5k. Yep, 14.5, 29 position. Nice. Ads insane. They drive me crazy. I hope that doesn't go back. Nice. 6k healing, we saw that, right? That's why CY is one of the best commanders to chain with. And he's also garrison. You could actually just max him if you want to be like having a city garrison for archers. I believe he can be used as a main garrison for flags as well, but you would need really good care, and he's not really the best as well. Like if you let's just say you have no other garrison, they're all probably asleep or not on at that point of time. You can use him as garrison, and that's what happened in my last KVK5. It did good. It did trade positive, but it needed constant filling of the flags. If not, it was bad as hell. Because people were spamming the flag, because since it's CY and Hera, it was bad. You can't expect it to trade good It's the it's a garrison that would work. It would trade positive, but it's the worst garrison to have. She would rather get other garrisons than CY and Hera. But I believe CY paid with Dido is actually decent garrison as well. I mean, 2000 damage factor with skill damage reduction 30%. It's decent. And then against infantry, but yeah, they have their own flaws, and it's not the best garrison to go for as well. But city garrison, maybe you could consider it. Just gonna wait that there. I do really want to open these keys badly, but what if there's quest for tomorrow's event? So I'm not. I really don't want to do that. But we can open the silver keys. Might as well just get some speeds of building. I can't wait for the events to show up, obviously because of the rewards that we would get. And I'm really waiting for this Crusader Fort because it's free 20 gold heads and 100 hours of speeds, 100 million of resources, free resources, and whatnot. It's just everything that you get it for free. Obviously, gold stars that I do need. I need to level up my author to level 60. He's only at level 40, level 50 as of now. Not really far, 8%. Easy to get to. I mean, if I open my gold chest, I think I can get it there easily. But yeah, and if you didn't know, there are a few tricks to maximize the rewards you could get from the Crusader Fort, and I'll be showing you one of them right now. So wait, I actually used them up. If you know the compensation chests, you get them when you have like a certain currency that have you haven't used up, or maybe etc. so on. But the point is, when you're trading your commander heads, commander sculptures for the coins in the Crusader Fort stage. I think I don't know what stage it is. Pretty much, I forgot about that completely. Every single KPK I do, but the point is, you can overgo it, trade every single head, and buy out the important things that you need, like the resources, gold stars, speeds, 100 hours of speeds, which is roughly 4 days or so, and then finally the 20 gold heads. Buy them out, and the rest you want to leave them. Just don't use them, because if you leave them like that, how many ever coins you have left? So let's just say you have 10k coins left, which is pretty much low. You'd easily have 10k. You'd get 10k compensation shares. So you could get probably one, probably 10k of 1k resource packs, and or 10k minutes of speeds. Anywhere you could get any of those, and it's free. Why not do that? Because it's pretty much free. When can you trade your useless commander heads for like resources or speeds like that? See, oh my god, why does it keep doing that? It's so frustrating. Training is fun. You don't know how much I love trading for real. I actually offered my friends that I would train on their account because that's how much I love training. It's insane. I don't know why I've taken that much of a liking to training for some reason, even though it's just pure grinding. But yeah, Is it burning or what? Ah, 10 gigabyte. I hate this lag. It's insane. Let's check out these versions. But before that, let me put this up to work. Someone always does this balls. Oh, it's ad block this time. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, we have Julius Caesar. It doesn't actually matter who the commander is, to be honest. It's not KVK4. We have the level 5 heroines of steel. Wow. The rewards are so low on these ones. We occupied 4 sanctums, I believe. Are they called sanctums at all? Let me check. Crusader camps. We occupied 4 of them and I got 800 gems and 4 TPs. 4 TPs are worth it, are really great to get because I'm really low on TPs as well. But the the gems are pretty low. Uh-oh. My laptop is running out. Yep, plugged it in. Just gotta wait there. I bet you're singing the song right now. By the way, do you actually um just message on the YouTube if you think this much resources would be enough for the first fight and the second fight? I personally feel that they should be enough. Mm, I can't just keep waiting there. Pointless. Why? I never knew Mina could be used as chaining commander until now. I'm really happy I've actually tried to use it now. It actually kills them pretty fast as well. I bet so. Because of the single target damage. Oh, I hate the lag. Wow, nice view. Everyone is brother. Bro lives in a nice place for where he could go swimming any point of time that he wants to. I'd love to be at a place like that. I don't know. Every single time I touch my Mina, it lags for real. You know what? Let me just open my silver keys. Might as well get some speeds and command heads that I'm probably gonna be just swooping out. I'm hoping to get a legendary equipment piece and a few epic pieces from the crystal key chest. Let's open the mall. Couple of heads, three speeds. Okay, decent amount of speeds, not a lot, not low as well. Could trade these off for crystals pretty much, and these for the compensation shares and etc. Yeah, that's 378 keys, and the rewards are pretty modest. 257, 268, 265, 285. Decent, not bad. 15 more days that I need to get up. Let me claim these as well. Let's get rid of them from the backpack. Wow, 57,000, not bad. Nice. Unfortunately, I might just be missing the Silk Road event because it's at 15 UTC. But I think I'll only be missing one round, so that's two gold heads. But yeah, four gold heads is better than none. And there's no way that I could play in the lesson because the teacher is pretty much. I sit in the first bench, so no way that I can do it. And I won't either. By the way, if you notice your reports of barbarian troops or even any duels or so, there is a new feature, I believe. There you go, statistics. So it gives you the heal amounts. So this particular skill has been used 17 times while attacking this barbarian, and I've healed 66,000 troops, slightly wounded troops, with that skill. And with Hera, I've killed, I believe, 43,000 troops. How could I kill that much? That doesn't make any sense. But you can see this skill has been used 17 times, and then this particular skill 12 times, and this particular skill six times. And then the rage, it's insane, 2100 rage, and that to 130 times from the talents itself. So that's over 720 rage, 780 rage from the talents, and troops gain bonus defense 131, and then healing again 26,000 from there. So yeah, overall you can see that. And when you're dueling or when you're actually fighting, that might be really helpful because that shows you if the probably the, I'd say, equipment pieces for accessories are really suitable for your commander or not. Because that shows that for me, I'm using QS Edge and YSG. I don't think I really need the drums here because it has a 10% chance, which is really low for 50 extra range. But I already do have the Horn of Fury, which is 30% chance to gain 50 range, and then I'm pairing it with the YSG. So YSG in his skills have chance to gain 10% chance to gain 100 rage. So it's like full of rage pretty much. And I want to get crazed as well, but I can't get that. I would need a lot of ornaments to go through that, but I can't. And then in the talents, there's 9 rage here, 100 rage here, 60 rage here, and I believe 100 rage, 10% chance to gain extra 100 rage. It's full of rage, and I don't know if I do really need this. So I'll test him out. I'll be using him with this gear, and if the horn of the drums is not that of being used, then I might just replace it with something else that I should be crafting something soon. So yeah, I'm training really slow today. Why is there two chain here? Two chain right there. No, it lags again and again, only for my Mina for some reason. Let me change the song real quick. I don't know how he gets these memes and stuff. These GIFs. It's so cute and funny at the same time. Like look at that. Insane. Wow. Cute. Again, I hate this lag. Re- The gap is insane. I try to find a three chain and then the gap gets bigger and bigger. Bad. Okay, let's see if I can three chain that. Jeremy zero. Wow. What for? We should zero King of Hell for sure. Just joking by the way. If he sees this, I'm doomed for sure. One more 100 gems. Nice. The amount of gems that I gained while I'm streaming is crazy. I might just buy speeds as well with the gems because it's yeah, really, I'd say, great value of gems from the Pay shop. Let me check. Okay, we have this. My luck. Ooh, look at that. 12 hours of speeds for resources. Now that's the luck that I have, guys. And because I'm probably streaming, my luck's gotten better. I don't know. One could say so. Become a streamer, guys. Your luck could double or be better. Let's check out Sun Tzu for once. I haven't looked at him. Sun Tzu. There you go. We have Sun Tzu right here. Just kidding, guys. Obviously, Sun Tzu Prime. 900 rage requirement. 3k damage. I still don't understand his first skill. I get the fact that it's 3k damage, 20% damage, percentage, and stuff that, and then the 900 rage requirement, but how is it AoE and a single target as well? This commander's troop immediately gains military sage effect for 5 seconds. I don't know what that military sage effect is. So we have the description here for 5 seconds and deal smite damage to target troop. Damage factor 200, 2000, and then it goes up to 3000. Military sage. When dealing smite damage to a target troop, this commander's troop also deals 5% of smite damage as fixed through damage. In addition to ignoring attacking troops attack and defending troops defense, fixed through damage calculation is also not affected by any buff or debuff effects. To up to two enemy troops in a fan, this effect can be triggered up to one time per second. Wow. So it's an AoE and a single target? It's quite confusing to be honest. I'm gonna be messaging a few infantry max commanders, I guess, max accounts, I guess. So we'll see 25% march speed bonus, 20% health, 30% attack. That's decent. Infantry defense 20%, smite damage 10% bonus, smite damage factor 400, insane amount of smite damage, and normal damage as well. Gains 5 rage for every one enemy troop that takes 6 true damage from military sage effect, and that goes up to 20. Has a 100% chance to deal 2% more damage for the next 5 seconds whenever rage gaining rage from myriad maneuvers effect. With this effect can stack up to 5 times. Wow. So 10% more damage. And it has a 100% chance. Wow. Crazy, crazy. And 10% less damage as well. Not a lot of change here, to be honest. Just the troop deals 30% more of smite damage as fixed through damage. And then here is 20%, so 10% more. Let's get the honor up now. Just gonna attack strictly only 3 marches, 3 bobs for now. Other than my Mina, of course, it's not strong enough to do that. Let's look at this commander that they said. I hope it's not gonna be a Dragon Lancer. Okay, nice. BQ and Huo. People should swap Huo. Or if they have a voice sheet, they should swap it as well. Nice gear to crit, not bad. My gear is wrecked to be honest. Wow. Just wow. Impressive. This could be better. Why is that troop 11%? That's bad. 7% there. I have something like this as well. 2.6 there. Wow, that's bad, but yeah, the inscriptions are decent. But that there is done. Make that now. I swear, as a second commander, there is a CY behind that. Because without that, that march wouldn't even sustain that much. Oh yeah, you are for sure. 78 million power and a native account. It's as old as I am, to be honest. So it's not native account. Wow. I think I'll be ending the stream in about 5 minutes now. It's been it's been quite long now, about 1 hour. And it's my first, I'd say, real stream to be honest, because it's 1 hour plus. And tomorrow I'll be probably releasing a video about the new events, and then I'll try to go live at the same time again. But yeah, we'll see how it goes, depending on the results of this one. See, that's too far, and I can't drag it there, so I have to give up. This song is so good. I feel like singing myself. I'm just controlling myself at that point. Yeah. Already got up to 600k crystals for the next KVK. So it's gonna be fun. I wanna actually spend a lot more crystals than I ever spent in this like whole account career. I'd say because the rewards have changed a lot. When I mean a lot, I mean a lot. You can see here, accumulate individual on points. It's there, but the acclaim, on 10,000 total acclaim. That's so easy. That's the easiest to do so. And then 5 million, that is not that of an easy thing to do so, but you can reach it. So every roughly 800k acclaim is roughly around 100 million kill points, I bet. So yeah, you can reach 5 million, but it's a lot of KP to get to. But yeah, my plan is if in terms of acclaim, I want to be at a think decent acclaim where it should be 10% of my power. But yeah, that's what I would want personally. But I don't know if I can get there because it's hard. It's hard to gain them. And the fact that you get acclaim even if you take sub wounds is a bit sort of making it easier, to be honest. So I can show that as well. Just give me a minute. So if you click on this icon, 1000 of your level 3, 4, 5, 1 to 3, 4, 5 units are killed, you gain this much claim as well. So even when you take subs on your reports, you're gaining a claim. So you're basically what's basically happening is if you take deads or if you take subs, you're gaining a claim. And if you're basically gaining saves or gaining deaths, like you're killing opponent's troops or you're severely wounding opponent's troops, you're gaining a claim. So in both ways, you're gaining them, and that makes it easier to get there. But the amount of acclaim you get is really low, as you saw. It's pretty much you. I would only count these two because T1, 2, 3 wouldn't count for your DKP, I guess. So 800 for 10k, and then that's level 4 T4, and then 1600 for 10k T5. And killing, okay, killing means you're giving them deaths. You get 2k and then 4k. Ooh, that's rough. That's rough. I was actually calculating this, man. Ooh, that's not right. It's gonna take you a lot more acclaim to get to it's going to take you a lot more acclaim to get to the amount of KP I want. A lot more. So yeah, this is the amount of acclaim that you get 400 and 800 when level 4 5 units are severely wounded of your level. Wait, what? That doesn't make any sense. When 10,000 of your level 1 you gain. So I don't understand that, I guess. Just insane. But if you want roughly 100 mil KP, you need roughly 860k acclaim, maybe close to that range is what you would wanna be at. Bro, what's going on in the Alliance chat? I might as well switch to the coalition stat at this point. I have to chain a lot now. Okay, 15k, 26, not bad. I have to maintain this rank. I'll probably drop back down to somewhere in the 40s by tomorrow morning, and then I'll chain for 1 hour again before school. Then I'll come back home and then chain again. But yeah, I need to be more productive. I chained 1k honor per hour on average yesterday, and today's haven't been that of a great yet. I'm doing it really slow because I don't want to use up my AP. I wouldn't say waste. The lag is insane. I hate this lag. So I'll be ending the stream here, guys. Thank you for watching. If you stuck around all this way, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll meet on the next video or maybe the next live stream. Thank you, guys.